This week we're looking at the second game in the Wipeout franchise for the PlayStation, Wipeout 2097. The game was released on the 30th of September 1996, and it is the sequel to the very successful 1995 game Wipeout. Like the game Wipeout, it was developed and published by the British developer Psygnosis, and promotional art was designed by the Sheffield-based Designer Republic. It was programmed by Stuart Sockett, Chris Roberts and Nick Kimberley, and artists Paul Sigerson, Ashley Sanders and Nicky Westcott, and composed by Tim Wright. It was originally released on the platforms PlayStation, Windows, Sega Saturn, Mac and Amiga. On release in the United States and Japan, it was named Wipeout XL rather than Wipeout 2097. This was due to the fact that they believed American players may not understand the concept of it being set a century in the future, and it was going to be originally called Wipeout XS, meaning for excess, but it was pointed out it could also stand for extra small, so they originally agreed to the title Wipeout XL. Set on a futuristic planet Earth in the year 2097, 40 years after the original Wipeout game, you compete in the F5000 Anti-Gravity Racing League. There are 3 classes of races to choose from: Vector class, with 2 race courses set in Canada and Tibet; Venom class, set in Canada and Germany; and the Rapier class, set in the Black Sea and France. There are 4 teams to choose from: FISAR, which is an abbreviation of Federal European Industry, Science and Research; AG Systems, which is Anti-Gravity Systems; Oricom, and Kirex Industries. Once you've completed all courses and won all levels, you can then choose the Piranha Industries. These teams rank from beginner to expert, FISAR being beginner all the way up to Kirex, which is expert. The steering feels a lot better on this game and more responsive than the previous game. They also brought in the energy bar, which you can destroy other craft, and your craft can also be destroyed also, which you've got to be careful of. There's also a lot of new weapons and advantages, such as the autopilot mode, and the new weapon introduced in this game, the Quake Disruptor, which is on all the Wipeout games going forward, which just causes the track to ripple in front of you and damaging any players in front of you. Also in this game as well, they have the pit stop, which you can reset your energy bar, but it does cost you precious seconds whilst navigating the course. The soundtrack for the PlayStation version featured artists such as The Prodigy, Chemical Brothers and Underworld. However, this is just exclusive to the PlayStation, with the Saturn and Mac version just having the cold storage soundtracks only. The game ranked very well and received a Metacritic rating of 93 out of 100 at the time, and won the Electronic Gaming Monthly Best Music Award and came runner-up for Best Graphics, losing that year to Mario 64. Personally, I think the game is an improvement from the first one. They've took everything that was good from the first Wipeout and just ran with it and just made slight tweaks to make it better. And the steering is a lot better now. I think they did a learning curve where people who were struggling with the steering, they made it a lot easier to get better with it, and they've made like a lot more of the classes more difficult or easier, which I think was a good touch. And there's a lot more to do on the courses as well, with the pit stop and the new weapons, which has just made it a lot better. And I love again the original storyline of the game and how they've set it now 40 years in the future of the future. I think that was a really good touch of it as well. The game is really fun to play. It's really exciting, and you can really strategize how you're going to play it. Because on this as well, though, you've got to watch out for your energy as well. So do you need those precious seconds for the pit stop with the checkpoint ticking down as well? It's really exciting, and it is an adrenaline rush to play. It's a massive improvement from the first one. I mean, I rank the first one really good as well, but they've made this a lot better, and it's a great game to play. After over nearly 25 years, it's still fantastic to sit down and play. I could play it all afternoon and be really pleased with it, and I'm really glad I own it now, and I'd still give this 10 out of 10. So yeah, the game brought all the elements that made Wipeout successful and brought it to Wipeout 2097 and made it a brilliant game as well. And I can't rate this game high enough. It's just really good. And I noticed all the Red Bull advertisements around. It's really strange how they were advertising at the time for a futuristic racing game, and then they went on to have a really successful F1 team, and also they've got quite a lot of other sports teams, like there's a few football teams as well, and there's a lot of advertisement in the game as well for Red Bull. I don't think I fall for advertisements that easily, so I think I'm alright. Anyway, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and let me know what you think of how I've done the video this week. I've done it different from the ones I've done it before. If you prefer this way, let me know and I'll do it going forward. I've quite like doing it this way, so I might carry it on, but we'll see. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and hope to see you next time in another video. Cheers.